Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of The Road to Glory, here with, of course, Prescot S.F.C. Today we're taking on fellow rivals from the Championship, Nottingham Forest. Of course, we had some decent games against them last season. There's the team lineup if you want to pause and have a look. But today we're at the City Ground where we travel to Nottingham Forest. Of course, they're back in the Premier League. They've got a bit of a history with both the Premier League and the Champions League have Nottingham Forest. Today we're trying to create a bit of history by ourselves by trying to stay in the Premier League for the first time in our history. Of course, very short history. Hopefully we can build upon that. So it's underway with Rafa Meira, and he'll come back right the way back now to the Nottingham Forest backline with Ayala still in the team from last year. As they go longer, Stephen Caldwell wins that header there, and it's back to Paul Fogarty safely. Here's Jack Mills, it's intercepted now. Here's So. Caravella puts it forward for Rafa Meira. He doesn't win it, but Caldwell does. Here's Wiley. Wide for Woodburn, who starts on the left today. Goes for the shot, and it's way wide by Ben Woodburn there. Unlucky attempt there by the young man. But here come Forest now on an attack with Rafa Meira, sending So. So sprays it wide. Here is Ariabi. Ariabi now going up against Kenny. Demerco wins the first battle, but it's eventually put in right the way through it. Rafa Meira gets the opening goal of the game for Nottingham Forest. What an important goal this could be for Nottingham Forest, who are on 9 points at the bottom of the table. This could put them into double digits for the season, as they currently take the lead here against Simon Deeley's Prescot, who just haven't got any form going for them yet in this Premier League. It's been a very inconsistent campaign, and this result could lead to Prescot being in the bottom three with a Rafa Meira goal. Paul Fogarty straight through his hands there, and he should have done better. But anyway, we're back underway with Finn Hampson playing up front, who plays it back. Adam Rusk will be the main man to spray it wide, looking for Jack Mills. It's headed inside but intercepted, and now Semedo picks it up in the middle for Forest. Prescott have a free kick, and Joe Bairns Sr. is the man over it. He did it last time off a rebound. This time he'll go for it again off the wall, and nearly creeps in at that far post. Keeper nearly caught out, but it's a corner now for Prescott, in which Joe Bairns Sr. will step up and look to take. Can the old man do it again? 23 minutes gone. Prescott have a corner. It's put in by Joe Bairns Sr. Flicked right the way round, picked up by Savage. Here's Hampson, Travis Hampson that is. Comes out to Woodburn, blocked and into the path and cleared away by Nottingham Forest, who survived that onslaught. Here comes Demerco now, playing it to Woodburn. He goes inside for Joe Bairns Sr. James Savage now. Finn Hampson now holds the ball up quite nice and glazes it to Jack Mills, and it's a great save by the Forest keeper there to deny Jack Mills the goal there. Great build-up play through all the Prescott front men to play. Good ball in by Savage. Great ball by Hampson, and Mills just couldn't quite squeeze it in at that near post there. But anyway, Prescott have another corner, and this time it's going to be a Finn Hampson in-swinger as he floats it in for Jack Mills, and he's put it nowhere near the target there. Could have done better there. It was a free header for Jack Mills as James Savage now has the ball, takes the shot, deflects, and it's out. It's kept in and cleared away by Nottingham Forest. What defence that was by them, and now they're going to look to try and see it out till half-time here. 2 minutes added on with Semedo. Lost out to Joe Bairns Sr. He gives it to Mills, to Finn Hampson. One touch on his volley, and it's over the bar on his weak foot, as the goalkeeper of Forest is not happy with the defence at all there. As Forest survive and Prescott continue to put the pressure on here. Unlucky shot from Finn Hampson as he chips it up for himself. Can't get it, keep it on target. So Fogarty goes long, and that will be half-time here at the City Ground, where Nottingham Forest took a goal ahead with Rafa Meira, and Prescott have come close, but not close enough to score an equaliser. So here we go, going into the second half now, and Finn Hampson goes right the way back to Adam Rusk. Typical Prescott kick-off tactic, looking long for Jack Mills, who heads it down for Travis Hampson. Now Joe Bairns Sr. will pick it up and play it to Finn Hampson, looking to get an early attack here are Prescott. Jack Mills can't get around. Here is Finn Hampson back to Jack Mills, plays a great pass. Ben Woodburn with a huge chance, and he's put it wide of the post himself now as Ben Woodburn. Another huge opportunity missed there for Prescott, and they'll really start to think, is a goal going to come for this team with 5 minutes gone in the second half? But with the way they're playing, you've got to think there is a goal in this team, and Ben Woodburn could have been that man there. So it's a free kick, and Bostock will put it in for Caravel. He'll win it though against it's Travis Hampson. It comes out now. Here they come again, Forrest looking for a second, try and seal the win. It goes down the line for Ribeiro. You got Stephen Caldwell coming out. It's deflected off him into the middle. Is so still on his feet, still gets the shot away, but it's straight at Paul Fogarty, who easily saves that one. Substitution as Jack Mills is going to be replaced by Toby Hill now, as Prescott trying to get some more forward power on the field. Toby Hill trying to motivate the players there with less than half an hour to go. As Fogarty goes long off the goal kick, looking for Toby Hill, but it's lost, and now it's back into the hands of Forrest with Daraquia. He comes to Ayala. Toby Hill trying to cut the path off, and it's back to the goalkeeper Sambo, who plays it long for Ariabi. He'll bring it down. They're going up against Demerco. Holds him up well, does Ariabi, and he takes it down the line. Neil Wiley intervenes, and it's going to go out for a throw-in. Joe Baines Sr. is replaced by his son Joe Baines Jr., and Neil Wiley replaced by Tom Roberts. So here is Demerco now. He's going to go back to Rusk. 10 minutes to go in this game. Prescott not looking good. James Savage fought. Travis Hampson was close to one of yours. Lolly picks it up. Plays a great ball into Ariabi. Cuts it back well. Still with the ball in between his feet. Puts it in. Cleared only as far as Lolly. And that's a second goal. A mistake by the captain, James Savage. Leads to a Lolly goal. And Nottingham Forest lead by 2-0. And Prescott are edging closer to that relegation zone where Nottingham Forest will remain even with a win today. But this is a huge win for Forest. Can they gain some momentum from this win and push on further and maybe try and push for safety in this Premier League, as it looks like it's only between 3 or 4 teams of who's going down, and right now Forest and Prescott are 2 of them, and Lolly helps secure the victory, you'd think, now for Forest, as Travis Hampson plays the path of Tom Roberts. He gives it to Stephen Caldwell. Here's Joe Baines. Finn Hampson now making an overlapping run. Can he get a shot away? No, he cuts it across. And Toby Hill. He's missed an absolute sitter there as Toby Hill. Hang your head in shame. And that's a chance blown for Prescott to maybe get something out of this game. But Toby Hill has missed a vital chance there for Prescott. Anyway, it's with Prescott once again. Not long to go, and they're still pushing for at least a goal. James Savage's pass is blocked only as far as Rusk, and Savage gets it. And that's the full-time whistle here. Nottingham Forest coming away with all 3 points, beating Prescott by 2-0 thanks to goals from Lolly and Rafa Mira. And Prescott, the form continues to go further and further down for them, as we do have offers in this January window. Brighton offer 17 million for Jack Mills. We are going to turn that down. We need all the players we can get in this squad right now. And we are going to look to make a few a loan addition that could help bolster the midfield and try and put a bit of creativity to allow the strikers to get more chances to score. And that man is going to be Manchester City's Phil Foden on a 6-month loan. If this can come through, it's a big deal for Prescott, as we've got a talented youngster coming into the team. They're the type of players we're after, and hopefully he can help with the business of just creating goals and maybe scoring them, as this is deadline day, by the way, so we only have 10 hours left to try and sign Manchester City's Phil Foden. So let's see if there's any other offers. As Phil Foden, we're going to try and renegotiate the terms and get there a bit cheaper than 5 million. We don't be paying 5 million for a player on a 6-month loan, so we are going to try and reduce that down to around the 3 to 4 million options. We are looking for a transfer fee, but it will be of 18 million, maybe 24 million pounds for Phil Foden. We probably won't be able to afford that at the end of the season, depending on, of course, where we finish. But hopefully we'll be able to, as this offer looks like it could be enough for Phil Foden. And we're going to go ahead and make this offer and take it down to 7 hours left of the window. So Adam Rusk, we've turned down a deal from West Bromwich Albion of 8 million for him. Atlanta United, the MLS, trying to sign Finn Hampson. We also turned down that deal. Not many offers left for other teams. We are looking maybe for some possible loans out of the likes of Promes, of course Daniel Johnson, players like that need some experiences. Here we go. Got a little cutscene here. We finalised very good terms in the Phil Foden negotiation. This is a big boon for the team. I'm glad it turned out well, replies Simon Deeley to, of course, his boss, basically, his sporting director of football. So Phil Foden, we have high expectations for him. He does take the number 28 jersey a lot lower than his Manchester City number, and hopefully this young man can help revive this Prescot team and get them going, especially in this next game against Arsenal, which is a big one. Team news for our second game is Fogarty, Kenny, Pout, Rusk, Nysted, Wiley, Savage, Joe Burns Sr., Jack Mills, Daniel Clark on the left, and Joe Burns will lead the line for Prescot today. It's a big game. It's at home to Arsenal. Last time we played these, very early on in the season, we lost 5-0 in an absolute hammering at the Emirates. So today, James Savage and his men will look to try and redeem themselves by at least trying to get a point against a team like Arsenal, led out by their captain Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Prescott kicking from left to right. Let's hope that us being back at Prescot Astros, it can help just try and give us some luck. As Pout plays it long for Jack Mills, who wins it early, and Joe Burns can't quite beat David Luiz there, and Danny Ceballos picks it up. Arsenal are missing out on an attack here, but it's gained back by Aubameyang. Here back to Ceballos. Here's Ozil. Ozil now going up against Kenny, and somehow comes away with the ball to Maitland-Niles. He goes back inside. Sabiteurs is allowed to turn, tries to play with him behind, but Luke Nysted plays it back to Fogarty, who boots it long, looking for Joe Burns on an early counter as he heads it down, but it's at the feet of David Luiz, who gives it away to Neil Wiley, and Neil Wiley puts Joe Burns through the middle. Can Joe Burns give us the lead? He can! Joe Burns for Prescott gives us the lead. What a goal by the youngster. 28 minutes gone, and Prescott lead against Arsenal, courtesy of a Joe Burns goal set up brilliantly by Neil Wiley. What a start for Prescott. Can we keep this up? It's very rarely we took the lead in games, but when we do, we often win, and hopefully we can keep that form going of pretty much, I think we've lost one game from going ahead against teams, as Neil Wiley does brilliantly to read the play against David Luiz, who's prone to a mistake, and Joe Burns curls it into the top corner there, and Prescott lead. As now Aubameyang gets the game back underway, and it's right the way back to Socrates, and Prescott again on the attack there with Jack Mills putting the pressure on. Can this Prescott team continue to attack the way they have as they force Arsenal right the way back and for a long kick in which James Savage will contest? Looks like Maitland-Niles is the last man to touch it into Prescott throwing. Coming up to half-time now, Luke Nysted, mistake, and Aubameyang picks it up. Nysted believes he's fouled, and James Savage does the right thing, takes one for the team, and that's a yellow card for the captain there. Captain on captain with that foul. As Aubameyang, for me, give one away there, and James Savage just brings Aubameyang down to stop the Arsenal attack and force them into a set piece in which Prescott defensively have been really good with them. But here is Granit Xhaka, scored a free kick against us last time, floats it in. It's away by Prescott, only as far as Hector Bellerin. And Bellerin now brings it forward. It's cut out again by Clark, and Burns clears it further. And at half-time here in the Premier League, Prescott lead for a Joe Burns goal just before the half-an-hour mark. And Prescott lead against Arsenal. And it's quite a random score, but we are moving to a three at the back with Fogarty, Kenny, Pout, Rusk, Savage, Nysted, Wiley, Clark, and a few others up front, as we do keep the same front three. Joe Burns going up front for the remainder of this half. Here is Mesut Ozil, though, and Arsenal are going to try and get on the attack early, you'd say, and try and get nick one early. Here's Maitland-Niles playing at left back. Cuts it inside for Ozil. He holds onto the ball. No pressure on Mesut Ozil. This is not what you want as a Prescott fan. Neil Wiley puts one in on him, but it's still to Ozil. Aubameyang plays it back to Ozil for some reason rather than taking the shot. Maitland-Niles puts one in. Aubameyang! Just the wrong side of the post for the Arsenal striker there, and Prescott survived that attack. But here they come with Joe Burns now. He's got to hold it up, and he does so very well. As Luke Nysted now looks to play it wide for Joe Burns. Hector Bellerin is there down. It's back with Socrates as Arsenal have possession once again. And it's with David Luiz. Pressure on him there, but it's going to be a bad pass again by Luiz. Picked off by Neil Wiley once again. And he'll drive the ball to the other way. Wiley cuts back. He was fouled, says the referee. And Joe Burns Sr. will take his time and allow Prescott to take a free kick. In fact, it's Joe Burns Sr. over the football. He's going to look towards goal, is he? It's not far indeed, is Joe Burns Sr. Here come Prescott with 11 minutes to go, and Aubameyang up against Nysted. Gets the ball, and it's going to be out for a goal kick, is it? No, Maitland-Niles beats Adam Rusk to the ball. Niles comes inside, but Adam Rusk defends it brilliantly and puts it out. And again, Rusk now with a nasty challenge there as the referee immediately goes towards his whistle there and calls Adam Rusk over and gives him a warning. For me, that should be at least a yellow card. It could have even been a red by the man. But Prescott survived there. And again, we take a look at the tackle here on Danny Ceballos. It's a nasty one indeed. Free kick for Arsenal, and it's Granit Xhaka and Mesut Ozil both over it. Phil Foden's on for his debut. Granit Xhaka goes for goal, and it's safely into the hands of Paul Fogarty. Demirko also on for Joe Bairns Sr. And now here is Joe Bairns heading it down for James Savage. He'll spray a brilliant ball out wide for Daniel Clark, who's moved over to the right-hand side. He goes inside for Joe Bairns. He looks to try and find Finn Hampson, who's just come on, but it's not going to find him as Paul Fogarty now kicks it long into the path of James Savage. Doesn't quite win the flick on, but continues to go, does James Savage. The captain leading by example with 90 minutes up, pretty much. 1 minute to go until Prescott get a big victory against Arsenal. It's booted long. Demirko can't win it, but it's with Guendouzi. Goes back to Xhaka. Xhaka, he's got to look long here for Arsenal. He's not going to, and that will be the full-time whistle. Prescott all on their feet there. They've worked so hard for this result, and they come away with a 1-0 victory. But I mean, the celebrations are mainly for we're not going to win the league title, but we knew that a long time ago. As we are now in 16th place, moving up a spot, level on points with Newcastle, who are in 15th. And hopefully now we can be determined and carry on through the form there of that Arsenal game and look to take on Watford with this team. Phil Foden starts for the first time for the club with Kenny, Rusk and Poutby in the back three. Demirko comes in, Hampson on the right, Joe Bairns on the left, and Joe Bairns Sr. will in fact lead the line for Prescott. So here we are at Vicarage Road. We have travelled our way down south to London to take on Watford. We're in all red today. Phil Foden makes his first start in a Prescott uniform, hoping to impress. He's playing in a midfield too, pretty much with James Savage. And here we are underway, both teams playing at least 3 centre-backs on the field. And Watford are attacking early with Will Hughes. He's going to try and taking on James Savage, but he's going to go inside for Pereira. Pereira for Watford. Goes back for Hughes. Cuts inside well. Pressure still coming from James Savage. Is Angel Gomez on loan from Manchester United. Gomez holding the ball at well. Still going. Finds a ball through, but it's to nobody. And it's Luke Nisted who clears it out for a throw-in for Watford. It's going to be a throw-in now for Watford to take. And it's going to be taken by Sarr to Gomez. He's going to put a ball in. It's a goal! There is an early goal for Watford. And it's Isaac's Success with the goal for the home side. Angel Gomez there getting his boot washed by Success for that ball in. And Watford lead within 5 minutes against Prescott. What a ball this was by Angel Gomez on his left foot. Sarr gets in front of Ellis Kenny and is able to find the back of the net past Paul Fogarty, who had no chance with that shot past him. Here comes James Savage for Prescott though. It's 13 minutes after going behind. Here's Joe Bairns, holds the ball at well, plays it down the line for Demirko, the young left back on loan from Inter. Puts a good ball in, looking for Finn Hampson, who heads it, and Ben Foster over dramatically makes the save there. And Prescott, chance there for Finn Hampson, but I don't think it was ever going to beat Ben Foster with the amount of power behind that header. Very unfortunate though, and Prescott do have a corner now. And of course, we've got some set piece takers on the field, including this man, Joe Bairns Sr., who's definitely revived his Prescott career. And he's going to put the ball in towards the middle, but it's going to go to nowhere. Phil Foden now has a chance to put one in, and that's cleared away. And it's going to be chased down by James Pout, who sits back, plays it back to Phil Foden. He goes down the line for Finn Hampson, puts one across. Joe Bairns can't get the shot away, only as far as James Savage deflected it in to the palms of Ben Foster. Free kick now, and Decore is the man over it. He'll put it in just before half-time, away by James Pout. No one up there for Prescott, and Mariappa is allowed to bring it forward. No pressure now. He's got the pressure from Joe Bairns. Decore holding it up well with his strength. Gets it to success. Here is Sarr. The youngster takes it past Savage. Here's Angel Gomez. He's been a threat. And Will Hughes, big save, Paul Fogarty. And it's out for a corner to Watford. Will Hughes will be thinking how they missed that. Well, it's from the amazing reflexes of Paul Fogarty between the sticks there, and comes up with a huge save and keeps Prescott pretty much in this game. There he is, giving himself a little fist pump there, and well deservedly he should there. Pereira to take the corner for Watford. Past 1 minute stoppage time. It's put in. It's going to be a header, and it's off the line from Fogarty, and Prescott still have it in the area, and Phil Foden clears it long, and that will be half time here in the Premier League. It's Watford 1, Prescott 0. The youngster from Manchester United with a huge assist for the youngster that Watford own in Isaac's success. Substitutions at half time for Prescott. Joe Bairns Sr. is going to be. It looks like he's going to move to the right side. Luke Nisted comes in at right back still. James Pout actually moves into the midfield as we move to a 4-3-3. We do bring Joe Bairns Sr. off, and he's replaced by Ben Woodburn, who goes into the left, and Finn Hampson on the right. So Joe Bairns up front now, replacing his dad there as Ellis Kenny will play centre-back for Prescott. Here's James Savage inside for James Pout, who makes his first appearance in the midfield. Going to be sitting a little bit deeper than Foden and Savage, though, as Foden plays a pass for Woodburn. He puts it down the line, and now here's Demirko. Early chance put in for Joe Bairns, and he's overhead kicked it well over the bar there. Huge chance there, and Prescott immediately showing a huge difference, moving to this 4-3-3 formation against this Watford team, able to exploit the fullbacks getting in behind with Demirko putting balls in like this. Joe Bairns will be getting loads of chances to score there. Here's a free kick though for Watford, an hour gone. Decore floats it in. It's away by Foden. Woodburn heads it back down, and Foden will now carry it forward for Prescott. He's not got many options in front of him. He's going to carry it and play it to Woodburn. Woodburn around Kabasele. Surely that's a foul. Foster, it's out to Joe Bairns. Deflected off a Watford man or a Ben Woodburn. And it's out of play. Huge chance again for Prescott there. And they are not able to take the opportunity there. For me, Ben Woodburn was fouled by Kabasele. It comes to Bairns and it's off. In fact, Kabasele again. And it's out for a Prescott corner now. And it'll be Ben Woodburn to take it. And Woodburn puts one in, looking for Joe Bairns. Not going to quite get there. It's going to fall to Phil Foden out on the far-hand side. He gets around his man. Can he put a ball in? He does. It's going to go past everyone and only to Ben Woodburn. No, he's going to leave it. Try and leave it for Luke Nisted, but it's going to be cleared away. Here is Ben Foster now. 6 minutes to go to the end of the game. Watford still lead. Header 1. It's with Joe Bairns. Lays into the path of James Savage. James Savage, the captain, gets a pass away to Finn Hampson. Lost. And Watford once again survive, and Pereira back to Kabasele. Kabasele put under pressure by Finn Hampson. Bad pass, he finds James Savage! He scores! The captain gets Prescott right back in this game. It's James Savage, his first Premier League goal this season. And what a big goal it is for Prescott. Ben Watford trying to get his Watford men going, but James Savage and Prescott strike back, and they are right in this game now. And Prescott, for me, deserve at least a point in this game. Watford have not offered much in attack at all. Poor pass here by Kabasele. I don't know what he was thinking. It fell for James Savage. Bad first touch, but he's able to bend it into the side net and pass Ben Foster. And what a huge, huge goal it is for the Prescott captain there. One last attack for Watford. Kenny goes back though for Fogarty. Can Prescott get the last attack now? Too much on it. It's for Kabasele who made the mistake. And it looks like he's made another mistake to James Savage. Finn Hampson now needs to win the race against Mariappa, but he's not going to be able to. Finn Hampson wins it though, and it's Ben Foster forced into a big save. It's cleared, and the Watford survive with a point there right at the end. Finn Hampson will be disappointed not to get the winner there. And for me, Prescott missed out on a huge 3 points away at Watford, as Watford offered nothing up until the 6 minute mark. Other than that, Prescott were the dominant team. As we do, in fact, not move at all. We go 15th in the table. But anyway, guys, I've been Finn21H. I hope you've enjoyed episode 42 of the Prescott Road to Glory, and I will see you in the next episode.